Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh, and my name is Muhammad Iznul Hazmi bin Isroh Yazid, and my metric number is H21A2886. I would like to introduce to the dynamic world of business law. Business law, also known as commercial law or corporate law, is a critical field that governs the operation and transaction of companies, businesses, and other commercial entities. It establishes a framework of laws and regulation with two primary objectives: supporting just and moral corporate conduct, while also preserving the stability and predictability of company transaction. What is business law? It encompasses a broad range of legal principles and rules that govern the functioning of businesses and commercial entities. The main goal of business law is twofold. Firstly, it strives to establish a framework that promotes just and moral corporate conduct. This means that businesses are expected to operate ethically, considering the interests of all stakeholders involved. Secondly, business law aims to preserve the stability and predictability of company transactions. By setting regulations and standards, it ensures that businesses can engage in their activities with confidence, knowing their rights and obligations are protected by the law. Thank you.
My name is Rania Pema and my tick number is H21A2635. Today I would like to present about the definition of the superior code and hierarchy of superior code and justification of the superior code. Firstly, is the superior code is a higher level code within a legal system. It sits above lower courts and below the highest appellate courts. Superior courts handle more serious and complex cases, including major civil disputes and felony criminal cases. They have the authority to hear a very wide range of cases, both civil and criminal. The court is presided over by one or more judges who interpret and apply the law, ensure fair and proceedings, and make legal decisions. These decisions are usually final but can be appealed to higher courts. Overall, the superior court is an important part of the legal system that deal with significant cases and play a crucial role in delivering justice. The second is jurisdiction of the superior court. Jurisdiction is the power and authority of court hear and decide case. In the context of the superior court, jurisdiction refers to its ability to handle cases that are beyond the scope of other lower courts. The superior court has an original jurisdiction over criminal and civil cases, as well as appellate jurisdiction over certain type of cases. The superior court's jurisdiction varies from state to state, but generally includes cases involving large sums of money, serious crimes, and complex legal issues. In addition, the superior courts may have jurisdiction over cases that involve multiple parties or cross state lines. Understanding the jurisdiction of the superior court is essential for anyone involved in the legal system, whether as a lawyer, judge, or litigant. Third is hierarchy of the superior court. The hierarchy of the superior court refers to the level of the courts that exist in the legal system, with each level having its own specific role and responsibility. At the lowest level are trial courts, which handle cases at the initial stage. These courts typically have a single judge who presides over the case and makes a decision based on the evidence presented. At the next level are appellate courts, which review decisions made by trial courts to ensure they were made correctly and fairly. Appellate courts have multiple judges who work together to make a decision, and their decisions is final unless it is appealed to the superior court, which is the highest level of hierarchy. The superior court is responsible for interpreting the law and ensuring that it is appealed consistently across the country.
Hi, my name is Nurul Akila binti Cik Amran. My metric number is H21A2555. Today I want to explain about hierarchy and example of hierarchy superior court in Malaysia. First hierarchy is the federal court, appeal from the court of appeals. Second, the hierarchy is the court of appeal is relating to both civil and criminal matters. Next, the High Court is divided to three jurisdictions, which is civil jurisdiction, criminal jurisdiction, and appellate jurisdiction. Firstly, civil jurisdiction. These include matters relating to divorce and matrimonial cases, appointment of guardians, infant and other civil claims where the amount in dispute exceeds Rm100,000. Secondly, criminal jurisdiction. The High Court may hear all matters but generally confines itself to offences on which the magistrate and session courts have jurisdiction. For instance, offences which carry the death penalty. The third is appellate jurisdiction. The High Court may hear appeals from the magistrate and sessions courts in both civil and criminal matters. Amount in dispute in any civil matters must exceed Rm10,000 except where it involves a question of law. The session court has two sessions, which is first class magistrate and second class magistrate. For the first class magistrate, it has civil jurisdiction. A first class may hear a civil case when the amount in dispute does not exceed 100,000. Criminal jurisdiction. A first-class magistrate may hear criminal matters where the offence is punishable by a fine only. The second-class magistrate may hear a civil case where the plaintiff seeks to recover a debt or liquidate to demand in money payable by the defendant with or without interest exceeding 10,000.
Hi, my name is Muhammad Azizi bin Rozwan. My matrix number is H21A2206. Now I'm going to explain about jurisdiction of superior court in Malaysia. The term superior court is a generic term used in various legal systems to refer to courts that have higher authority and jurisdiction than lower court. The specific structure and jurisdiction of superior courts can vary depending on the country and legal system in question. In general, however, superior court typically have the power to hear appeals, review decisions made by lower court, and handle more complex or serious cases. The specific jurisdiction and responsibility of a superior court are defined by the laws and legal framework to the country in which it operates. The High Court is one of the important components of the Malaysian judicial hierarchy. The Supreme Court consists of several panels of judges by the President of the Supreme Court. These judges consist of experienced judges who have deep knowledge in the law. The President and Supreme Court judges are appointed by the Yang di-Pertuan Agong, King of Malaysia, on the advice of the Prime Minister. The Supreme Court has wide jurisdiction. The following are some of type of matter that can be brought of the Supreme Court, which is appeal against decision by given the High Court in criminal, civil, or administrative matters, reviews of High Court decisions that are considered unfair or wrong, and lastly is review of previous Supreme Court decision. Decisions given by the Supreme Court are binding and final unless there are special considerations that allow the matter to be referred to the Federal Court. Here are the main jurisdictions of the Superior Court in Malaysia. First is Federal Court. The Federal Court is the highest court in Malaysia. It has the power to hear appeals in the both civil and criminal cases from the Court of the Appeal. Second is Court of Appeal. The Court of Appeal is the second highest court in Malaysia. It's primarily hear appeal from the High Court. Number three is High Court. The High Court is the court of first instance for most civil and criminal cases in Malaysia. Number four is Special Courts. Malaysia also has several special courts that operate within the superior court system. These include Industrial Court. It deals with disputes between employers and employers arising from industrial relations. Second is Sharia Court. It has jurisdiction over matters of Islamic law, including family law, inheritance, and personal status for Muslims. Native courts for Sabah and Sarawak. These courts have jurisdiction over certain matters involving indigenous communities. It's important to note that the jurisdiction and structure of the court may evolve over time and there may be additional specialized court or change to existing court.
Assalamualaikum, my name is Imana Inabita Jahairul. My matric number is H2182820. I will explain about conclusion. According for the presentation, jurisdiction refer to the ability and power of the court to hear and consider a case. The superior court have appellate jurisdiction over several types of the matter as well as original jurisdiction over criminal and civil proceeding. A top specific jurisdiction may vary between jurisdictions. They generally cover complex and important financial for the criminal case. Finally, except for the case involve Islamic law, the High Court has a limited jurisdiction over all criminal proceedings. When the crime is capital, the High Court has a preliminary jurisdiction. Thank you.